Hey trappers, Dale Billingsley here, Billingsley Brand Lures. I want to talk to you today about finding and setting on travelway corridors for predators. Some of them are really obvious and some of them aren't so obvious, and I kind of want to go over that with y'all just a little bit. Now, I understand that I live here in the Midwest and the locations are going to be a little different, especially for y'all out west, as well as maybe some of y'all in the east, but for the most part, you're going to get the idea anyway. So, without any further ado, let's jump right into this. All right, guys, the first one we got here, you can see that power line runs down through there, and that thing runs for miles and miles and miles. Now, this is typical Midwest travelway. We're looking east right at the moment. If we turn around here, it runs off, well, I'm not going to be able to see it real well because of the hill here, but it runs off there to the west too. Now, when you're going to the west, it ends down there at the mighty Des Moines River. And then we're on a main highway here coming out of town. And then over yonder, way over yonder there, is, sorry, I had to let that car get by, is another main highway coming out of town. Now, those would be stall out points in the travelway. So if you can get permission on both sides of the highway there to set, that's where those fox, coyotes, bobcats, everything's going to kind of stall out there just a little bit before they cross that highway. Same way going off here to the west to the Des Moines River. When it comes to the river, that is the stall out point right there. So if you can get permission at those places, those major barriers along that travel route, that's where your predators are going to stop. And when they stop there, you've got the prime opportunity to take advantage of them right there. All right, let's go look at some more. All right, guys, so here what we got is a pretty major creek. Runs down through here, runs off to the north, to the east, and behind me, and into the west northwest here. This again is another major travelway. Things that you want to look for. They're going to hunt up and down along the edge of these creeks. Bobcats, coyotes, fox, of course a raccoon too. Everything's going to hunt up and down them. So this is another one that you want to kind of take advantage of when you find them. All right, guys, and here we are on the west end of that first power line. You can see it cutting across right there, and then, like I said, it ends right there at the mighty Des Moines River. Of course, the mighty Des Moines River isn't quite so mighty right now in this drought. But again, right up there on top of that ridge would be a stall out point. And not only that, but then you've got that ridge running north and south that those fox, coyotes, and bobcats are all going to travel up and down. That big ridge runs forever up along that river. So again, those are places that you want to stop and look at. That would be a good four-way intersection right there to catch those predators as they're coming down through there. And I can tell you for a fact, that farm that we're looking at across the river, not this cornfield, but the other one, because I used to have permission to trap that before it sold, coming off of that big timber there, off to the left there, is there are 6 timber ditches that run down through that farm and run down to the river. So they hunt up and down every one of those major ditches right there. And again, they all end down there at the river. So again, you want to set every one of those because those are travelways and stall out points. All right, guys, now here we are, we're up on top of a big ridge. And I know it doesn't look like a ridge, but it actually is. And this thing it's bordered on the north by the Des Moines River, and it's bordered on the south by Highway 2 that runs all across the bottom of the state from the Mississippi River clear to the Missouri River. Again, that would be another stall out point, another boundary. So again, you want to kind of look for these places, and if you can get permission to get in on them, these are excellent set locations. I don't know if you'll be able to see it how well. I'll try to zoom in some. There we go. But that point of that point of that ditch that runs out there, that's a cedar choke draw that kind of runs out into this bean field. And then you've got that big major edge along that other timber over there. Those would be excellent set locations. This country that I live in would absolutely drive most trappers nuts, and it drives me nuts at times too, just because of the sheer multitude and magnitude of set locations. You run out of traps, you run out of steam trying to set every one of them. This country, it has so many divides and ditches and draws that run both directions. It'll drive you crazy if you let it. Anyway, let's go try to look at some more maybe. All right, guys, so what we've got going on there across the river, you've got that top of that big ridge right there. And then you've got the top of the ridge, same ridge, going off there the other way. But that low spot right there, that cut, that's another creek that's running down to the river. Both of those would be good intersections to take animals on. You've got the ridge where they're going to cross the top of, and then you've got that creek that they're going to follow and channel down to the river. And again, another excellent travel corridor to pick up fox, coyotes, bobcats on. All right, guys, I think that about does it. I know this was kind of another fast, short little video, but I do believe there was some pretty good information in it for you if you choose to use it. Once again, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel if you would, please. And another couple of channels you might want to go check out is the 7 Day Outdoors. They've got some pretty good information for you eastern trappers on there, especially about coyotes in the east. And then check out my buddy Logan X-Line's channel, No Name Trapper. He's got some pretty good information on there as well. So once again, guys, I appreciate everything you've done for my channel, and I mean that sincerely. I really do appreciate it. I never dreamt this channel would blow up like it has in the off season, but I sure do appreciate it. Once again, guys, this is Dale Billingsley with another one. Signing out.